Foo Fighters is one of my favourite bands in the entire world, and in today's video we're going to be ranking every single song they've ever released on an album. So no singles, no exclusive stuff, no deluxe editions, just the albums. And we got 129. So let's get straight into it. The worst Foo Fighters song of all time is White Limo, and this song is from the album Wasting Light, and it's literally just screaming. In fact, the next two songs after this is also just screaming, which is why they're literally at the bottom. Now, I don't have a problem with heavy stuff, but come on, it can't just be screaming for 3 minutes 30 straight. This song is horrendous. Before we carry on, I just want to note quickly, there are some timestamps on the screen. If you don't want to watch the entire thing, it will be a long video. And stick around till the end to see where I ranked your favourite song. Okay, now in 128, we've got one from The Colour and the Shape, and it's actually the title track, The Colour and the Shape. This song is, again, just screaming for 3 minutes 30 seconds. 127th, we've got Weenie Beanie from the original Foo Fighters album, and right after that we're out of the just screaming now, we're into In Your Honor, and of course this song was just really weird. I really didn't enjoy it. Now, I've got something to say about this album. It was a really cool album, well, the electric side was, because they had a two-part system. It was like 10 electric guitar songs, 10 acoustic songs, and the acoustic songs were so bad you'll see coming up, okay? Now, I am going to go quite quickly through the next ones because they're all just really boring songs. Tired of You, Hell, Doll, Another Round, Razor, Exhausted, New Way Home, Concrete and Gold, Still, Over and Out, Ecstatic. Ooh, next. Okay, so I've finished with my quickfire. In 114th, we've got Rope. Now, this song is quite famous, but I really didn't like it. I don't know why. There's something about it that I absolutely hated. Just as a reminder, when I say that, I hate this song's rubbish. No hate to Foo Fighters. I love Foo Fighters music. In fact, from this list, over 65 I thought were really good. 113th is Friend of a Friend. Ballad of the Beaconsfield Miners. That one's like just a 2 minutes 30 instrumental, and it's nice. It's just, nothing too special. On the Mend, But Honestly, and Stranger Things Have Happened. In 108, we've got Enough Space, and there's a next one from The Colour and the Shape. Now, you will notice that there have been a few from The Colour and the Shape already, which is scary because a lot of people rank The Colour and the Shape at the best album of all time from the Foo Fighters. But you'll see where I've ranked it. In a few days, there'll be a video where I rank all the albums based on this list. So stick around for that one, subscribe, and you'll see it. In 107th, we've got Run, really weird one from Concrete and Gold. Right after that, we've got A Matter of Time, Virginia Moon, Statue, is quite nice, I like that one. And a weird one here, Love Dies Young from Medicine at Midnight. There's no real reason why I shouldn't like it, but I just don't. So it's there. Let It Die, it could be a bit higher, but the first half of it's really boring, and then it gets quite cool, but still not enough to pull it into the top 100. 101, we've got Home, and in 100th place, we've got Make It Right. Shame Shame is in 99th, and Back and Forth in 98th. Come Back in 97th, and Lonely As You in 96th. Good Grief, T-shirts could have been really cool. The music in it was really cool, but it's only 1 minute and 20 seconds, which is why it's here. And it could have been really cool, but if it was longer, so it gets 94th. The Last Song is next, and I liked The Last Song the first time I listened to it, but the second time it really got on my nerves, so I've moved it all the way to 93rd. It was literally in the 50s when I first listened to it. By the way, if you're seeing any of your favourite songs down here, and you're thinking this is an unfair ranking of my favourite songs, well, just tell me in the comments, because I've only listened to all of these songs twice. Once while I'm going through the albums, and once while I'm checking the list. There's a good chance that one of these songs might actually grow on me, so just comment down below if one of your songs have appeared up here. Okay, now we've got Happy Ever After 0 Hour, quite a slow one, and I thought it was quite cool. One of the only slow songs on There Is Nothing Left to Lose is next, Ain't It the Life? Yeah, it was okay. And by the way, yeah, we're getting into the, it was okay songs. So, Cold Day in the Sun, actually, it was okay. Exactly. Give Me Stitches is next, another one from There Is Nothing Left to Lose, and people love this album, but I thought it was kind of, just right down the middle, so you'll see where I ranked it in the upcoming video. Chasing Birds is next, MIA, one that, again, got dropped. I really liked it the first time, but the second time it got on my nerves a bit. What If I Do, another slow song, but it's quite nice actually. And See You is quite a funny one from The Colour and the Shape. I think we've got a fan favourite next, which I wasn't too fond of, to be completely honest. We've got Alone and Easy Target. It's one of, the original Foo Fighters songs that everybody loved. And yeah, it was okay. It was just not my kind of thing. And we've reached the worst song from But Here We Are. But Here We Are, their most recent album. I love this album so much. This album was incredible. But Here We Are is at 83rd. Floaty is next. Floaty, I've not got much to say about it. Again, it was okay. My Poor Brain, a weird one again from the colour and the shape. Burn Away and Watershed. The Teacher is next, and I loved the start of The Teacher, but it was dragged out. It's a 10-minute long song, and honestly, if it was not as long, it would be better. I do like when people make really long songs, but you need to do it right, and I don't quite think this was done best. It's still really cool though. Free Me is next, and Rest right after that. Both of them, I think, really slow songs. Miracle, Sunday Rain, Cheer Up Boys, and Makeup is Running. Quite a unique one, I guess, from Echo, Silence, Patience, and Grace. Next Year, again, another one that was dropped down a lot. I think I really liked the Next Year the first time I listened to it, but the second time it got on my nerves, which seems to be a bit of a trend with some of these songs from There Is Nothing Left to Lose. What Did I Do and God As My Witness is the worst song from Sonic Highways. Have It All is next, Making a Fire. About Medicine at Midnight as a whole, I thought it was really cool. There were like tons of different styles compared to some of the other albums. Waiting on a War is next, and Waiting on a War is one of those songs that I listened to the first time and it was quite cool, but it drags on a bit. It's a bit weird as well. Waiting on a War, what does that even mean? Disenchanted Lullaby is next from One by One. Dirty Water is next, and with that we enter where I really like them. I've got this massive playlist with every single song I like, and even if I kind of like a song like Disenchanted Lullaby or Waiting on a War, this is where they start to actually get into the list now, if that makes sense. Halo is next. Right after that we've got Aurora, I think another fan favourite there. No Son of Mine, Something from Nothing, Erase/Replace. And Echo, Silence, Patience and Grace has some really cool songs that come up, including The Pretender. Obviously we'll see where I rank that one. But the problem with this album, it has so many slow songs and it really dragged it down. Generator is next, and after that we've got Come Alive, Stacked Actors. Ooh, Stacked Actors, yeah, 57th. I know a lot of people that love this song. In fact, I've heard some people say that it's the best Foo Fighters song of all time, but it definitely isn't. I've put it in 57th. Yeah, it's still really good. I've heard a lot of people say that they love this song, so I think this is definitely another fan favourite that I'm messing with here. The Glass, In the Clear, Arlandia, La Di Da, Summer's End, Dear Rosemary. Ooh, February Stars is quite a nice one because it starts really slow, like for the first 2 minutes, and then it climaxes all nice. Ooh, right after that we've got probably the weirdest title for a song. We've got For All the Cows, and I actually really like this song. To say that it's, all For All the Cows, I think it's a really cool song, which is a bit funny. But yeah, 49th, For All the Cows. Big Me is next, and it's the most famous song from the Foo Fighters album. Walk, one of the most famous Foo Fighters songs of all time there. Show Me How, The Feast and the Famine, Resolve, I Am a River, Mr. Misery, and Breakout is right after that, and I really like Breakout. Medicine at Midnight is at 40th, and again, I like that album a lot. It got tons of different styles involved, and yeah, it was a really weird album that I enjoyed. End Over End and The Deepest Blues Are Black, and I actually saw somebody rank this as one of the worst Foo Fighters songs of all time, and I really don't know why. I really like this song, The Deepest Blues Are Black. It's really cool. Wind Up is in 37th, one of the shortest Foo Fighters songs of all time, 2 minutes and a half, which is quite short compared to some of the others, and it was a weird one that I enjoyed. Walking After You, I don't know why this one's there, and I say that because you remember I put all the boring ones from Echo, Silence, Patience and Grace and In Your Ant on a really, really low on the ranking, but this one's literally just 5 minutes of the most mellow stuff you can find, but I liked it, and I don't know why, and yeah, it gets this ranking. And Live in Skin. Don't know what that means, but it's a really cool song. The Line is next, and I really like The Line from Concrete and Gold. That album actually had some really, really cool songs that are coming up. Overdrive is next, one of the best songs from One by One. Up in Arms, and this one's even shorter. This one's only 2 minutes and 16 seconds. Now I know there's Doll on that album and like T-shirt that's really short, but otherwise I don't know if there's many others shorter than this. Congregation is in 31st. A very overhated album there with Sonic Highways. I thought it was really cool. Holding Poison and Bridge Burning. And next we've got the best song from Medicine at Midnight, and this one is Cloud Spotter, and I thought this song was really cool. But right after that we've also got the best song from There Is Nothing Left to Lose. This is Headwires. So no, it's not the best. Sorry, I've forgotten about one coming up. Yeah, no, forget about that. This is The Callers next. I think this is the literal first song that the Foo Fighters ever released, like a single, and I think it's really, really cool. And yeah, it's quite cool that the Foo Fighters managed to get their first song ever to 26th place on my list. That's a joke, by the way. Nothing at All is in 25th, and right after that we've got Hearing Voices in 24th. Two songs right after each other from the newest album. Oh, I love that album, but Here We Are is so good. We've got Low next, and Low is so cool. Like, I don't know what it is about the song, and I remember when I was listening to all the albums, I listened to like up to One by One and In Your Honor, and then I took a massive break before starting on the rest of them. And I remember I came back to Low because I hadn't heard it in months, and I was moved it up so much. Low is really cool. But what's better than Low? These Days is so good. It's Wasting Light had so many cool songs, like really, really powerful songs, and These Days is one of them. I just think it's so cool. I'll Stick Around, 21st. We've got the second best song from the original Foo Fighters album, which leaves, and you're probably thinking, what is it? Because it's not a famous song at all. In fact, it's one of the least famous Foo Fighters songs of all time coming up. But we're getting into the top 20 now. Under You, yes, another one from But Here We Are. That album's just so good. It's so good. Long Road to Ruin is really cool. 19th. I've not got much to say about it, but yeah, it's just a nice little song. No Way Back is so cool. When I listened to it, I just knew this song's amazing, straight into the top 20, and it didn't get out. 18th place, and yeah, I don't have much to say about it. It's just a classic Foo Fighters song, I think. Oh George, yes, the best song from the Foo Fighters album, and I can't tell you why. There's nothing that pops out of the song that's telling me why I love it, but I love it, so you're gonna deal with that. Then in 16th we've got Arrows. Yes, Arrows from Concrete and Gold. And I love this song. And again, I can't really tell you why. You'll see coming up that a lot of the songs are exactly, the most popular Foo Fighters songs because, in my opinion, the right songs went, big. But there are some gems, hidden gems, like Arrows, Oh George, like some of these coming up. And they're so cool. Arrows, 16th. Some of these people that hate the modern stuff aren't going to be happy with me here. Beyond Me in 15th and Rescued in 14th. Yes, we've reached the best song from But Here We Are. And I know that it's the most recent album, so people don't like to say that the most recent stuff is amazing. But, this album is so good. Rescued is in 14th, and right before that was Beyond Me. Really powerful songs, and I know that I think all these songs are very, emotional or whatever. I don't really know the meaning behind any of them. I just think they're amazing songs. Tell me in the comments if you do know the stories behind any of these songs though. Monkey Wrench is in 13th, one of their most famous songs. We all know this song, and I think it's just, classic Foo Fighters. Best of You, the third most popular song, I think. Well deserved 12th place. 11th, we've got one of, if not the most underrated Foo Fighters songs that I know, Hey Johnny Park. You've probably never heard of it, because I hadn't either before listening to The Colour and the Shape. And again, I can't really tell you why I love this song so much, but there's something about that guitar riff and I love it. But we're into the top 10 now. Oh, what's the 10th place? It is The Sky's Neighborhood, one of the weirdest Foo Fighters songs. And I don't know why it's so good. It's got a completely different style to anything else on this entire list. And so does 9th place, actually, Outside, the best song from Sonic Highways. So, both of these songs have really distinct styles. I think because they're so different, they work really, really well for some reason. And yeah, I absolutely love these songs. In 8th place, we've got Times Like These, a beautiful little song from One by One. It was one of the first songs that I ever listened to by the Foo Fighters. I think I knew Everlong, I knew The Pretender. Wait, no, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, Times Like These I knew even before Everlong. In fact, let me fact check this, actually. Okay, this is going to be weird, but I'm going to fact check this. Okay, I've checked it, I've looked at my old playlist, and I have, in fact, deciphered's not the right word, but anyway, Times Like These was the first Foo Fighters song that I ever listened to, and it's in 8th place. That alone might be carrying it a bit, but either way, it's incredible, either way. My Hero is in 7th. I've heard people say that this is the best, but in my opinion, it's 7th. It's really cool. Very distinct drums in this song, I think. But yeah, amazing song there. I Should Have Known. Wow, I don't know why this is in 6th. Well, I do, because it's amazing. But basically, it starts quite slow, or mellow, I should say. And then it just builds up and builds up and builds up, and then it climaxes. Oh, it's so good. This song is only 4 minutes, and I think they could have dragged it out even longer. And maybe if they made it a minute longer, I think it's up for 5th, 4th maybe. But no, in 5th place we've got the best song from There Is Nothing Left to Lose. We've got Learn to Fly, one of, I think, the 4th or 5th most popular Foo Fighters songs. Well deserved, it gets 5th place by me. It's just a really, really nice song. 4th, we've got All My Life, the best song from One by One, and I really like this song because it's just so heavy. It's not one of the heaviest Foo Fighters songs, no chance, but it's still just, a classic Foo Fighters song, but in a different way to some of the other classic Foo Fighters songs, if that makes sense. By the way, some of these talking about the songs isn't going very well because I don't know how to explain how amazing some of these songs are. Because in 3rd place, and this is a very underrated song here, DOA from In Your Honor. Don't know what DOA stands for. I could probably Google it. Dead on Arrival. Oof. That doesn't sound very nice. Anyway, okay, DOA, or Dead on Arrival, I suppose, is in 3rd place, and this song is so epic. I really like this song. I've liked it for a very long time. Like a lot of these songs that I found while making this list, or while listening to all the albums, but I've known DOA for so long, and I don't really remember how I discovered it, but it was maybe, I think I knew Times Like These, Everlong, The Pretender, All My Life, and I think then I found DOA. Before, like, My Hero, before Learn to Fly, all of them, I knew DOA first, and that might carry it a bit, but no, it's still an amazing song. But you're probably thinking to yourself, wow, I've left the 2 most streamed songs, most popular songs till last, the Everlong and The Pretender, and you're right, I have. Well, I think the right songs went popular. In 2nd place, we've got The Pretender. I'm not going to speak much about it. Yeah, it's incredible. But yeah, 1st place, Everlong. I know a lot of people will be disappointed that I just went for the most popular song, but I don't care. Everlong deserves 1st place. It is honestly one of the best songs of all time. I can confidently say that. Everlong is one of the best songs ever written. Yeah. I know that Dave Grohl is in some hot water right now, but I think we can still enjoy the music, which is why I've made this ranking now. Okay, so if you enjoyed this video, drop a like down below. If you enjoyed my content, subscribe and tell me your favourite Foo Fighters song in the comments. Goodbye.